Well, after a stormy day, things in mid-Missouri are rapidly improving.
The severe local weather leaves buildings down and property destroyed.
And the very latest update from Moore, Oklahoma, where a massive tornado hit. KOMU 8 News at 10 starts now.
From Studio 8A, coverage you can count on in high definition. This is KOMU 8 News at 10.
This right here, that's the Plaza Towers Elementary School.
This is helicopter video from Moore, Oklahoma earlier today, where a tornado tore through that town. Spring storms have sprung up throughout mid-Missouri as well. Good evening. I'm Brittany Pieper.
And I'm Jim Reed. Thanks for joining us. KOMU 8's First Alert Weather Team has been keeping you updated all evening long with weather here in mid-Missouri. Let's send it over to Dave for the latest.
Jim and Brittany, it has here on KOMU 8 News at 10.
Dave, thank you very much. Parts of mid-Missouri are cleaning up some damage after severe thunderstorms blew through this afternoon. KOMU 8's Lauren Bale is in Pettis County with more on that damage. We understand we're having some problems with the live shot from Pettis County. The storms are over, but the cleanup process is just beginning in Pettis County and the Sedalia area. High winds and a possible tornado caused extensive damage. We spoke with a farmer, Tom Knotts, who says the winds destroyed part of his chicken farm, causing him an estimated $500,000 in damage. His garage was also destroyed. We spoke to an emergency response personnel worker who said a lot of folks in Pettis County reported similar damage.
As far as I know, there was touchdown in Knob Noster, and that was the cell that possibly touched down out on Patrick Road. We do have some turkey barns that were completely destroyed, a couple barns and sheds, fences, so a lot of damage. We did have some powerful straight line winds, hail.
There were also reports of tornadoes touching down, but officials believe this damage was caused by straight line winds. This is a map of Moore, Oklahoma. It's between Oklahoma City and Norman, right on Interstate 35. At least 51 people are dead tonight after a supercell tornado hit that city. NBC's Jay Gray has the latest.
Round 2 of the violent weather began this afternoon. Heartland is still not over.
Jay Gray reporting from Moore, Oklahoma, which is halfway between Oklahoma City and Norman on Interstate 35. Some breaking news now from the Boone County Fire Protection District. The Assistant Chief of Missouri Task Force 1, Doug Westhoff, is going to help with relief efforts there in Oklahoma. Missouri Task Force 1 is still at home, but the entire team of 80 remain on alert as the fourth closest team to the site of that destruction. And I will mention that Missouri Task Force 1 was sent to Joplin immediately after that tornado.
For the past month, we've gone through spreadsheets and public records tracking how people spend your tax dollars. It's your money, and tonight we take a look at how much the city of Columbia spent on travel, lodging, and conferences last year. When you go to the grocery store in Columbia, you may have noticed these blue recycling bags on the shelf.
Friends forever.
Mathis said he would like to see the city double what it spends on conferences to get back to what it spent before it started to cut back after the 2008 recession.
Well, speaking of money in the City Council, that was the topic tonight as members discuss some one-time grants of money to departments that have stayed under budget. KOMU 8's Greg Mantell is live at the council chambers with the details. Greg.
I'm here at the Columbia City Hall, where the Columbia City Council tonight passed a resolution returning $950,000 to various city departments as an incentive to come in under budget. The money is 50% of the $1.9 million surplus from the 2012 general fund. The City Council said most of the money will be earmarked for the police department, the health department, and the fire department, and about $5,000 will go to cultural affairs.
It does not have to be spent in 13 because it's all in projects, so it'll automatically roll forward to 14 or 15.
With this, I think I'm going to ask Ryan.
Some council members said they hope the budget return will help be used as an incentive for managers to spend less than their budget in the future. Two members of the public spoke, suggesting the money be used for power lines and community service. Reporting live from Columbia City Hall, Greg Mantell, KOMU 8 News.
Columbia kids might get a much bigger, much better gymnasium, but there's a catch if the city plans to approve it. Columbia Parks and Rec wants to partner with Columbia Schools for 2 new elementary gyms. The partnership would provide the district with $300,000, but only if Parks and Rec can share the use. You can take a look at this image of an elementary school gym. This gym is about 3,300 square feet, about 30 by 60 with the basketball court. The gym that Parks and Rec wants to build is 1.5 times larger and includes retractable bleachers.
There's just nowhere for us to grow. The school district would like bigger gyms too, and so this is a great partnership. We provide them with an extra little bit of money. They can make the gyms bigger, and we in turn benefit from that too.
Meanwhile, a small city with not so small gas prices.
A local supermarket chef met with people tonight to teach them how to shop for and cook gluten-free foods. Celiac disease is an autoimmune order caused by eating gluten, which is often found in wheat. It affects men and women of all ages and races, but 83% of people with the disease don't even know they have it. Organizers say people should look in supermarkets' health food section for gluten-free products.
Many drivers in a small mid-Missouri town told us today they're not happy with the gas prices there. In Eldon, prices ranged from $3.89 to $3.95 a gallon today. Jefferson City gas prices are 10 cents cheaper, and Columbia gas prices are about 20 cents cheaper. Economic professors at MU can't explain the reason, leaving drivers with few options.
I don't understand. I don't have any power over the control of those prices. The only power consumers have is if the prices are too high, you just don't drive, and you just don't buy gas and wait till it comes down.
Gas prices in Sedalia are higher than Eldon at more than $4 a gallon.
A Columbia man is looking at the bright side of a local phone scam. President Dick Otto of the Boone County Historical Museum says the scam showed just how credible his museum is. That is a scam that victimized 3 antique holders across 5 states. Nathan Williams claimed to be an antiquities dealer in Texas, California, Montana, Utah, and Missouri, and he used the address of Boone County's Historical Museum.
It's truly, I think, an indirect compliment that they believe we're credible enough that they can scam somebody with our credibility. You would never try to scam somebody with a fly-by-night operation, so someone's given us a backdoor compliment.
The scammer uses the addresses of these museums to gain credibility for his false business. For more information, you can visit our website, komu.com.
It's been a little stormy tonight, to say the very least, but things have quieted down considerably. We'll show you a much more tame forecast coming up on KOMU 8 News at 10. You'll like that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Dave.
A large group of motorcyclists headed east. We'll tell you why.
Look at your lottery numbers. Good luck. As Missourians prepare to head outside for summer, a campaign kicks off this week to keep you safe. The National Safe Boating Council and the National Weather Service teamed up for the campaign. It stresses a travel plan, not boating while intoxicated, staying alert for severe weather, and having proper safety equipment. Wearing the right size life jacket is also important.
Just pay attention to what you're doing. Make sure everybody's got a life jacket on. In many cases, if they have a life jacket on, even if they're knocked unconscious from the boat in the accident, they can still survive. But, if they go under, more than likely they're probably going to drown.
Missouri Water Patrol plans to have extra officers on the water for the Memorial Day weekend. Nearly 600 motorcyclists pulled into the Mid-America Harley-Davidson dealership late this afternoon.
KOMU 8's Meredith Albert explains why these riders are passing through Columbia.
The 25th annual Run for the Wall motorcycle ride stopped in Columbia. Meredith Albert, KOMU 8 News, Columbia.
For more information on the Run for the Wall ride, visit KOMU.com.
The Royals find themselves in a slump. Highlights coming up next in sports.
That's sports.
Thanks, Chris. Coming up, saving a young bird.
Because someone gave a hoot.
While walking her dog this morning, Amy Daniel spotted a bird stuck in the brace of a light pole in Omaha. Both Raptor Recovery and Nebraska Humane Society responded, but they needed help getting to the owl's level. Then the Omaha Fire Truck 31 came all the way from South Omaha and lifted a Raptor Recovery expert to the bird, which had a broken leg. An official for the Raptor Recovery Center says the prognosis is hopeful.